What are the most urbanist cities in North America? The places you might gravitate to if you enjoy dense, lively, mixed-use neighborhoods and not being required to drive. Subjective impressions are easy, but building an objective ranking based on factors like density and transportation patterns is harder. One option is to compare major core cities that anchor different metropolitan areas. The city of New York versus the cities of Los Angeles, Toronto, Chicago, Houston, and so on, using metrics like population density. That's a start, but these boundaries can be arbitrary and hard to compare. The city of Toronto was amalgamated with some of its suburbs in the 90s, cutting its density in half. Other cities like Los Angeles or Houston have borders that are just plain weird, entirely for political and historical reasons. A second option here is to compare metropolitan areas, like Greater Los Angeles versus Greater Toronto. This fixes the comparison problem, but it has the downside of including an enormous amount of suburban and even rural land that we're probably not as interested in.
In this video, we're going to score the top 10 urbanist cities in the US and Canada using a different method that we think lines up better with how people actually experience their city, which is at the neighborhood level. Our urbanist city ranking is based on how much of each city meets two criteria: having a population density above 4,000 people per square kilometer, and having more than 40% of commuters get to work by walking, cycling, and public transit.
This is the Seattle metropolitan area. If you cut it down to only the census tracts that meet our two criteria, we get this 31 square kilometer or 12 square mile section of the city. It might not look like a lot, but it's enough to put Seattle at number 10 on our list of North America's most urbanist cities.